Hey everybody, Striker here. Welcome back to Infinite Realms. Today we're doing episode number 5, and I think this is going to be a super cool episode, and I'm really excited to do this one. So, you might be wondering, why is my name showing? Because we're actually going to be starting out with our alt account on spectator mode here. And what I've got planned for today is we're going to be flying all around our land over here, figuring out how we want to get our city set up. So we got one building here, and we definitely need quite a few more. And I want to make sure everything's going to be planned out pretty nicely, so we're not just building stuff, not having proper paths in between them, and that everything can connect and flow really well. So, be back here in just a second, because I've got some tools I want to pull up and I want to show you guys. Alright, so the first thing we got here is just a map mod that I've got installed client side. And I've gone ahead and, with my spectator account here, flown all around the whole world, mapped out kind of where everybody is. So right here is our spawn island and shopping district. You might actually be able to see some of the shops here that are starting to pop up. Yeah, there you can see there's my iron shop, there's the chest shop. Slowly starting to get filled out. Here's Mr. Arctical's base, here's Torex's base, and I am over here. So we can see my tower right here, and see Iron Farm, and we can see my house here. So this is how we can pretty much get started on here. So we have a nice working area to put a city. So we've got quite a bit of coastline, we've got a few rivers coming through. I think for our purposes, we'll probably want to focus on the coastline, maybe these couple of coves right here. Maybe this river coming through here, looks like it's not quite filled in, so maybe we'll dig out the grass over here at some point, fill that river in, fully connect it up into the ocean. But there are also some other tools that we're going to want to use. There's this website that I use when I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons and such for generating cities, and I think that's going to work out perfectly for trying to plan out a city right here. Okay, so I've got the site pulled up. We can see starts off with some small little city. Maybe we can click on large and we can see what the large size city looks like. Maybe this is too big for what we're going to be doing, so I think maybe we'll stick to a medium-sized city. Probably a little bit more reasonable. And since we're doing kind of more of a cyberpunk-based city style, we don't need a castle, so down here we can see that we have a bunch of different options here, so we can turn that castle off. It'll generate a new one for us. So we can turn a plaza on or off. I think I actually like having the plaza, so we'll keep that on. Then we can turn the temple on or off. I think for our case, we'll keep the temple off. Then if you want to have a walled city, you can add walls. I don't want that, so we're going to leave it off. Add shanty towns. On or off. I'm not actually sure which one's which here. I think this is on and this is off. I'm going to stick with off for now. We do have a river coming through, so we'll keep the river going through. And we also have a coastline, so we'll want the coast coming through. And we can turn buildings on or off, which just kind of changes the shape of the building. I think since we're going to be building mostly skyscrapers, larger scale type buildings, we'll keep it in the off setting, so it gives us more of what a more modern city is going to be. This is a tool that's pretty much built for designing medieval cities. So let's actually look at what a large city looks like. Yeah, I think that's going to be too big for what we want. So we'll just keep clicking medium until maybe we get the coast and the river to kind of line up like what we have. So our river is kind of coming across to the right side, and we have our coastline on the bottom. So just keep clicking through, maybe we'll find something. Close, not quite. And again, we can always find one that we like and just rotate it, flip it, mirror it, however we want to work it. So I think maybe we'll take this one actually. So this is kind of what we want. So it's on the left side. We'll have to kind of imagine a coast coming out, but there's not too much going on here. And just pretend that we're gonna flip that river along some imaginary axis coming down the center here, and then the river will come down this side instead. So this can kind of give us a pretty good layout for how we want our roads to be coming across. We'll have a nice city center, some roads going out, have a nice coastline, set up some sort of harbor shipping area, bridges coming across the river. Yeah, I think this will work out pretty good for our needs, and I'll save this and I'll use this as a reference as I start laying out all of our pathways, building positions, the city center, river, coastline, all that good stuff. Spent a little bit more time going through some more of the revisions, and I actually came up with one that has the river coming down the right side into the coastline, kind of matches up a little bit more of what we're going on here. So now you can see I've got them lined up side by side here, and we can see our river coming down here in our little map area, and we can see that we've got all of our stuff here. So we can kind of mess around with the scaling and figure out how this is going to work exactly. Right now I've got one building here, and we can kind of use that to scale how things look here. So maybe we actually want to zoom out a little bit more. No. Maybe we'll zoom in a bit more to get everything to match up. Out one more level. Okay, yeah, that actually looks pretty good right there. So we'll use this as a reference guide, and we'll continue on seeing how we can start laying out a nice looking city. I took a little time to actually set up an overlay in GIMP so that I could kind of line up the river correctly, line up the ocean correctly, figure out where that city center is going to be. And I think it actually turned out pretty decent here. But let's pull that away for now, and I will show you what I've actually built out. So we're still in creative world here. This isn't the actual survival server at all. But I kind of started planning out where all of these buildings are going to go. Just because I have them as a square or a circle or a triangle doesn't necessarily mean that's what they have to be. They're just kind of placeholder building footprints for now. But we can take a look at the map here, and we can see how that compares to the previous screens that we were just looking at. And I think that's actually turning out really good. So we got roads coming along, we got building footprints set up, one building already completed. Then we have the town center, which made sure that I had plenty of room for whatever is going to end up there. Not entirely sure what it's going to be yet. And then we'll probably start here, and eventually, once we kind of come down more towards the coastline, we can come back and plan that out, because as all things go, just because I planned this doesn't mean exactly this is going to happen. But it's a good start. So I am going to go hop back into the survival world, because we've actually added a few new members to the server recently, and I kind of want to do a quick little world tour with the last few minutes of the episode here. Now that we've kind of got a few changes going on, new people around, a few more builds up. Because I know it's been a little bit since I've had a video come out. And I want to show all those changes. So I'll be right back on the survival server. Okay, back on the survival server, and you can see not much has really changed around here. Still just got the one tower. I haven't actually built anything up over there. Still same old portal. Iron farm. House here somewhere, if it wants to load. There it is. House. Nothing changed up here yet, but I'm gonna go head back over towards our spawn island, also our shopping district. Everything is loading super slow. Here we go, this is a bit better. Here is Misfire's base. So far, he's just got a little house going on. Nothing too crazy. I know he and I have been both busy streaming on another server, the Dread SMP. If you think that would be interesting to watch, I'm not recording any of it, so if you want to see it, make sure you catch it live and follow me on Twitch. I'll have a link to my Twitch down in the description. And here is our spawn island. So there's a totem shop now, so I got that chest shop, my iron shop. So this is a challenge that the Fireflies have set up. And I'm not entirely sure what it is yet, but I think I'll have to check that out later. I think I found the first part of it. I'm not going to do this today. But in my iron shop here, there is now the scaffolding going down. So I suspect that goes somewhere. I don't know what it does yet, but we'll find out in the next episode. And then over yonder, we have Mr. Arctical's base. And he has been going absolutely crazy with all of the farms. Got all sorts of stuff going on here. He's already got his beacons set up and... Ooh, Skelly Horse. You on your toilet. Yeah, he's got his mob grinder, he's got his villager breeder. Who knows what crazy stuff he's got going on underground here. There's something here. Maybe just his house. Yeah, and then in the nether, I believe he has a gold farm all set up. Let's see if this takes us right to it. Oop, got a little stuck. Not quite right to it, but he's got his Hoglin pork chop farm. Got this crazy gold farm. And you can see all of our portals around here. Most people have theirs on the roof here, but not quite everyone. So I think where we're going to go now is off to one of the further reaches. And I believe this is Common Virus all the way over here, who's the furthest away from everyone. Okay, hopefully stuff doesn't take too long to load. Okay, over here he has a lighthouse going on. Got a little village started over here with some villagers. Got some more modern looking stuff going on up here. Might actually take some inspiration from this later on. Oops, we're out of rockets. When we have to start building more into the terrain, since everything is so crazy tall within Amplified. Not forget that. Got a little sheep farm over here. Don't know that he has much else over here. If there's anything built up, he can let me know and I'll make sure to show it off at some other later time. And go back through here. Okay, who else is there to go see now? We need to head back this way. Right now I don't actually know whose portal is whose. So I might not be going based off of portals. But I think we're going to go back to my tower. And this should take us to Dreadful and Spasm's bases, which I believe are this way. If I can get over the ocean. Yep, here's the ocean. I don't know why everything is loading so slowly today. Let's see, he is Here he is. So he has built up here. And kind of the surrounding areas down below as well. So this is Dreadfuls. He's got all of his farms down here. Got a nice little dock area for when you bring a boat over. There we go, all the way up. I believe this is almost at world build height. Yeah, we're at 242 and 255, 256. One of those is world build height. Here's his wall of heads. Got a little bit of everyone. Not quite everyone on the server yet, but I'm sure he'll get there eventually. Then down here. Oh, if we can stop rubber banding. Maybe. Maybe. I can see the whole island from back here. Let's see if I can find my way. I believe this is it. Yeah, and here is where Spasms lives. I don't think he has too much built up right now. Again, he's one of the people also playing on the Dread SMP. Again, another plug for my Twitch. If you want to see me playing there, go ahead and check that out. Let's see. Whoa. Almost dying. Oh my. I don't know where we are now either. What is this? Do I live here? I live here. There's my house. Okay, so there's that again. Okay, and if we continue going... What is it? That's northeast. We will make our way over to Brad Boss's abode. Somewhere. Let's see if I can actually pull up the map. That might be the only way I don't kill myself. Or completely miss it. This one, I know he's here. I don't know that I've actually seen his house yet. Ah, here it is. Okay, so he is living in a cave. And he has made that quite a fancy cave. It's looking good. I can almost see my house from here. Then if we head due south, that should take us right directly back to the spawn island. Maybe that is not the spawn island. That's the spawn island. And if we go to a little bit east of the spawn island, we will find the home of Torex. So he set up a tree farm out here in the middle of the ocean. Give him a little flyby, hopefully not die. And he has claimed this island. We're not going to try flying through it again until things load up a bit more. We will get back to him in just a second. Someone has started a shop right here. And yeah, that's pretty much all that we've got on the server right now. I know it's nothing super crazy going on, but it's a good start, a good beginning to the world. And as new people who just started this week start building up bases, we can start doing some world tours of their bases and checking out their builds and seeing how they're doing. So with that, I think I'm going to call it the end of the episode here. So again, if you liked what you see, always hit that like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any ideas for me to build in the future, you got comments for me, anything at all, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Also, I just started up a personal Discord server for myself. So if you want to just talk to me offline, and not on YouTube, not on Twitter, not on anything else, go ahead and join my Discord. I'll have that link down below too. And I will catch you all later. Thanks for watching.